Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of the Logan County Commissioners to order. Today is June 29th, 2018. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Please rise for the flag salute. Repeat after me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. With that, we'll move to item 3. Any citizen desiring to be heard? Hearing none. Item 4, consideration and possible action on approving minutes of June 15th, 2018.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second Mike's motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 5, consideration and possible action to receive bi-monthly report of David Ball, Emergency Management Director.
And just highlights from the last couple of months for everybody's reference.
Vacation.
Spreading the love.
3 months. I make a motion with accept David Ball's bi-monthly report.
I can second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? David, would you like to say anything before we take action?
Blessed. Thanks for your support.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes without objection. Item 6, consideration and possible action to appoint Ronald Bazell to the Logan County Floodplain Board.
I emailed you guys his application yesterday. I have copies if you want to see it again. It was ran in the newspaper on June the 5th, the 9th, the 12th, and the 16th. It was posted on our county website on June the 8th.
I'll make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the appointment of Ronald Bazell to the Logan County Floodplain Board. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 7, consideration and possible action on approving contract with Atlas Paving in the amount of $309,000 for resurface of Pine Street, bid number 2019-21, option number 2.
Just the chairman signs the contract.
Mike, I know I asked you, but where are you getting the funding for this?
We got 100,000 from CBRI, and then the rest of it came through either M&O or sales tax.
All right.
And we're going to do that whole 2 miles plus 750 feet of Simmons, getting it over a hill and up to an addition.
I'll move we approve.
I second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 8, consideration and possible action on approving resolution to renew interlocal agreement with Circuit Engineering District 5 for FY 2018-2019.
I'll make the
Monty,
motion.
did you put this on the agenda?
No, I didn't.
I was just wondering.
But I think we better play the game. I'll second Mike's motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 9, consideration and possible action on approving a resolution designating an official board member to Circuit Engineering District Number 5 for FY 2018-2019. Monty, you've been doing such a great job on there. I nominate you to continue if you would accept, sir.
Well, you have some consistency. You won your race, so there's not going to be any revisiting of that. So I would second that motion, assuming you want to do it.
I don't mind, but I did miss the last 2 meetings, but our daughter was in the hospital with one, and I thought it was a bad decision to have a meeting on election day.
Yes, they are masters at bad decisions up there, so
You didn't miss
just
much.
kind of the way things go. Have a motion and a second to nominate Molly Piercy as our representative on.
I I also need first and second alternate, so if you could address that.
Okay, good.
I'd like to be your first alternate if possible.
I just when I glanced down realized. Sorry.
I'm all right with Mike down. You all right?
Oh, as long as you show up, I'm all right.
Is that a second?
No.
All right, you're making a motion?
Well,
for all
I
of
think
it?
it ought to be in one motion myself.
Okay.
Because it's on the agenda that way.
So that would be me as first alternate and Goodman as second alternate.
I'll be there.
No, it's actually not on the agenda that way. What's on the agenda is to appoint a board member who's a board member
Yeah,
I'm having a
to
hard
the
time hearing.
CUD5.
when it came in, I took the title here. That's where the agenda item came from, is the title of her document.
I get it, I understand, but I'm not sure it needs to be all one
Okay.
thing.
Well,
We voted
But
for Monty, so
let's just do first alternate. It seems how that's on the agenda that way.
all right. So are you making a nomination?
I think we ought to vote on the first.
Okay. Let's do
so
that.
Just so I'm clear, Marvin made a motion. Monty, did you second
I
for
did
you to be
not.
the member? Or
Mike did.
did?
for Monty to be the member.
For Monty to be the designated member?
Yes.
Correct.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Aye. All right. Now,
All opposed? I abstain.
you abstain. Okay. Motion passes 2-0 or 1. Excuse me.
Huh? Okay.
If I would like for us to come back and revisit alternates if we can put it on the agenda that way. Maybe at our next meeting, if we got time to do that, or on the 15th. Doesn't really matter because.
The agenda for Monday's already posted.
Right, so we don't have a CUD5 meeting until after our meeting on the 15th anyway, so.
Okay, so
On the 15th, would you like?
13th.
If we need to do
13th.
first and second alternates, then let's put it on the agenda for the 15th,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
No?
All right. Item 10, consideration of possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 professional service agreement between Logan County Health
Are
Department.
you all right with that? Okay.
Got to be. It's what's on the agenda.
Okay.
Item 10, consideration of possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 professional services agreement between Logan County Health Department and Araceli. Somebody pronounce that for me.
Araceli, I think.
Okay, Ocampo, for interpreter and clerical services at a rate of $15 per hour for the health department. I guess that's,
They can afford it. I'll make the motion to accept.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second on item 10. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Did you say aye?
I did.
Motion passes without objection. Item 11, consideration of possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 professional service agreement between Logan County Health Department and Misty DeMoss for nursing services at a rate of $25 an hour.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 12, consideration of possible action on approving resolution renewing the lease agreement with ODOT for FY 2018-2019 for the following, for District 1, and it's blank after that, but I can fill in. We have a belly dump and a John Deere tractor that we have on lease with ODOT. That was one I inherited.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Okay, I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection.
I guess that was bought on that revolving fund.
I don't think, I think so.
Well, I think they said CED that was going back. You were paying that back, is that right?
No, that's a different fund, Mike.
Did you get both pages of that, Mike?
Item 13, consideration and possible action on approving resolution for 2018-2019 maintenance agreement with RK Black for copiers for District 2.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 14, consideration and possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 renewal lease with RCB Bank for District 2.
Make the motion, please.
What is that lease for, Mike?
Excuse me?
What is that lease for?
Let me see, RCB Bank, I believe is
Mac 10 wheeler.
Mac 10 Wheeler, yeah, that's what it is, Mac 10 Wheeler.
Okay.
I'll second Mike's motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 15, consideration and possible action on approving consideration of, okay, so we got a double consideration possible action there. FY 2018-2019 equipment lease renewals with Warren Cat for District 2.
All right. Yeah.
And that's for what, Mike?
That's for four of them, I think 4 graders, and they have warranty on them till mid-February. I'll probably be going out for bid. So we're going to do that. That's their contract period. So, and we need them. So I'll make the motion to renew the lease.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 16, consideration and possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 renewal of mining agreement with Jim Stover for District 2.
That's our shale pit, so I'll make a motion to accept that.
I'll second it. We use that shell pit too. It's good. Jim's doing a service for the county and making a profit at the same time. A little profit, not much. Not out of line, I don't think. So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes without objection. Consideration and possible action on approving 2018-2019 renewal lease with Security National Bank for District 2. This item 17, again, Mike, do we know what that's for? Do we know what that's for?
Those are for my Mac tractors,
Okay.
tractor haulers.
And you made a motion?
Make the motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 19, consideration and possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 agreement with City Telcon Co. to provide inmate telephone services for the Sheriff's Office.
Chairman, we're actually on item 18.
18. Oh, excuse me. We'll get back to you in a minute, Sheriff.
I'll be here.
All right, sir, thank you. Item 18, I checked that off ahead of time, sorry. Consideration and possible action on approving FY 2019 agreement with Caliber Interact for the Treasurer's Office. That's her software.
That's the tax deputy uses that for searching for the treasurer's office.
I'll make a motion we accept this one.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Now, item 19, consideration of possible action on approving an agreement with City Telecom Co. to provide inmate telephone services for the Sheriff's Office.
I'm against it.
Currently, we use City Telecom for our standard phone services. We've been using a company called HomeWave that does our video visitation. We've had numerous problems with HomeWave and wish to go to a one vendor phone service, which would be City Telecoin. There's no cost to the city. We actually, or the county, they actually generate revenue from this.
Didn't mean to trip you up with my mispronounces.
That's all right.
name, that's
You know, it's
Telecoin, I get it now.
City Telecoin,
Thanks.
CTC for short.
Okay.
Monitoring all that, do they monitor those phone calls?
Yes, everything is recorded. We can go back and review or watch live phone conversations. Absolutely.
Damon, you changed contracts. Is it for
Well, we don't-
efficiencies, or, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason that.
Well, we've got HomeWave, like, it's called HomeWave. It's actually through a company called Prodigy that does the video systems. And we have 2 stations in our lobby for the public to use. We spend a lot of time resetting those stations because they lock up, they don't work. And so we got with City Telecoin that, like I said, currently does our landline service for our inmates. They also offer a video system. And we've gone through their demo, and their support is local. They come by a couple times a month to see how things are going. And so we're making the switch to them since they are. And our total communication system will be through CTC and not Prodigy and CTC. So it's kind of streamlined.
So you get to deal with one vendor instead
Yes.
of multiples for the same service. Okay.
So when you have a prisoner who is colluding to the outside on that telephone system, is that a reactive seeing what he was doing, or is that live time seeing what he was doing?
Well, I can tell you, we don't have the staff to sit and watch every video conversation.
Yeah, so
You know, like our midnight guys, when they're on the slow hours, they may go back and review phone conversations, and we randomly do. But, you know, the beautiful thing about the systems that we currently have is we can block numbers. If there's a victim out there, we can block their number from having any access in or out of the systems. And we also have rules as to what can be said and what can be shown on the video system, if you can imagine.
well, the thing is, we had a trustee that was escaped, and obviously he colluded with another individual. And so that apparently is a good source for them to do that kind of stuff.
We have reviewed all those phone conversations and videos, and there was nothing found.
Nothing found on that.
Nothing.
So it didn't include in that matter. All right.
No, that's the first place
That's
we went
good.
to.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's the first place we went to.
I see. All right.
Okay, item 19, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move we approve.
I second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 20, consideration of possible action on approving a resolution accepting $9,000 donation from Scott and Christy Atkins for District 3.
2. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Item 20, consideration and possible action on approving a resolution accepting $9,000 donation from Scott and Christy Atkins to District 3 for road materials on Santa Fe.
I'll move we approve.
I'll second. Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 21, consideration and possible action on approving a resolution accepting $9,000 donation from P.E. and Francis May to District 3 for road materials on Santa Fe.
Thanks, son.
I'll move we approve.
I'll
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Jesus said share.
Item 22, consideration and possible action on approving Civics Plus add-on agreement for addition of Agenda Center module to the new website. I talked with our county clerk about this, and this is a good, I think a good purchase add-on. It allows our agendas and all of the information at all of our public meetings to be posted and kept online in a little easier manner, more efficient manner. And Troy, if you'd like to make a comment on that.
wasn't aware of how it worked when we first laid out the contract to change the website. I looked at it in practice, various other counties and cities, and I do think it will actually help me when I post the agendas, because that part will now fall with the new website. We'll post them directly in office. It streamlines it. The actual setup fee is $875, and the annual contract cost is $200. I have expressed, since I'm the one that's adding this on, that out of my fees, I'll cover the cost instead of a change to the contract that the county did, so. But because it's an add-on, it still needed to be approved by the board.
I'll move we approve.
Oh, nice centralized area, and I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes without objection. Item 23, consideration and possible action on approving FY 2018-2019 professional legal services contract with Tisdall and O'Hara PLLC for representing assessor's office in evaluation disputes.
This is an ongoing for some, and I think Wayne can address what they're doing with the,
Yes, DCP has appealed the excise board decision, so they're going to court on the next year, on 2018 taxes, so.
this will be the third case pending, and Tisdale O'Hara is representing all the assessors in it.
Okay. All right.
And just to clarify, this is a general government expense.
Do we have an idea of what the expense is? Approximately.
Last year was a little under
A little under-
8,000.
It was under 10.
Yeah, it was under 10 last year. And that was for 2 pending cases they're doing. Now it'll be 3 pending cases.
We did get another invoice right at the end of this fiscal year, about a week ago, so that one will go on this fiscal year.
Yeah, it needs to be encumbered by
So-
today if
so
it hadn't
but
already.
It's still going to be under 10,000.
Well, I'll make the motion, we approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Wayne, you got any idea how long they're gonna drag that out?
We don't. There are some counties that have settled the 2016 year. We haven't, so there's no timeline.
Yeah. What's your
The
point?
original cases spanned 23 counties, I think,
That sounds right.
is what DCP. So they basically, everywhere the line laid, every county across the state, they filed appeals to their valuation.
And the representation that we have is also representing those counties.
So the costs are split.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chairman, we have none.
Motion passes without objection. Yes, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
No worries.
We have no items for 24 and 25, requisitioning and receiving officer.
24, 25 are stricken. Item 26, consideration and possible action on approving the following permanent road crossing permits for Great Salt Plains. That is Cross East 700 Road, 0.12 miles east of County Line Road 660, and then cross Council Road, 0.2 miles north of County Road 70.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'd like a little discussion on it, if I may. This was brought up in CED that Kingfisher County now has changed their permitting because the water on top of the ground in their easement, they have now started using reused frack water that has a lot of chemicals in it, a lot of salt. They had a grader operator that knocked one and it flooded this farmer's field. And so they have changed the permitting. But, you know, I mean, these, let's go through, but what I would like to do is revisit our permitting on that and see if we can get it included to either have them off our right of way or only have fresh water going through those pipes.
Well, this particular two, one's a oil line, one's a gas line.
Yeah, well, it's the water lines
These
that
are
we're talking about.
These that you have right here are
Oh.
permanent, it's not temporary.
These are oil, okay. So I'll make the motion to approve.
So Mike, if you.
But I did want to bring that up. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So Mike, if you'd like to put something on the agenda for consideration for the 15th, you're more than
I
welcome
do.
to do that. You're more than welcome to do that.
Thank you.
I mean, just put it on. the
Appreciate
agenda.
that.
Put it on the agenda and we'll discuss it. All right, these are permanent crossings for
I made the
oil and
motion.
gas. I got a
Right.
motion and
I second.
All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes without objection. Consideration of possible action on the consent agenda. Item 27.
Sorry.
Tish, congratulations.
To you as well, thank you. It was so much fun.
Get to visit with a lot of people.
I did, and I did enjoy that.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I always enjoy election time. Get to go out and meet all the constituents and get their concerns. Meet a lot of problems.
Yeah.
My ink pen flew apart.
I'll get you one.
Do you need mine?
Yeah, you got one. Hey, Damon's got one.
They're trying to use that as an injector.
I know. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sheriff. Time I've got your back, so you know.
I appreciate it too, just so you know.
Is it a Missy's pen?
No.
That's what it says.
Because this is gonna be sticky.
Ain't going there.
In the county line.
There's payroll on the consent. Mike, this transfers on yours, so I need you to sign here as
Okay.
well as the board.
There's that sales tax transfer. See, we should be getting an increase in our sales tax income in the future. That'll be cool.
Those transfers will conclude consent. I have no other items.
Thanks, Troy.
Uh-huh.
I'll make the motion to approve the consent agenda items.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes without objection. Item 28, consideration and possible action on approving claims for payment for June 2018.
Medical lines.
you
I
gotta do-
wouldn't count it as a no. An abstain is choosing not to
Correct.
vote.
I think
That is not a no vote.
So here's the way that's supposed to work according to Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay.
If we have 3 commissioners sitting here and 2 abstain and 1 says yes, the motion fails
You need to add to.
because we didn't have 2. You have to have a majority in any event
That's how you-
to
I
vote
think
for,
that's-
to vote for for something, or against it for that matter.
I thought I heard one time at a city meeting say if you abstain, it goes down to no vote. But I didn't know if that was just a city thing.
In my personal opinion, if it's an abstain, it needs to be logged as an abstention.
Yeah, no, I
Because they
agree.
really do not mean the
They
same
don't
thing.
vote, yes or no.
It can have the effect of a no vote.
Okay.
I mean, in that regard, but it's not really a no vote, it's an abstention.
No, I agree.
But again, you have to have a majority vote yes for
Mhm.
any kind of a motion to pass. Correct.
The reason I did that, I didn't want to vote for myself.
No, I
But I
get it.
did the other day, I did vote for myself on Tuesday.
I get that part.
You did? I did. I got
You
the,
should have voted for the other guy. Or abstained.
should have, but I didn't. I guess that was up to me to decide, so I decided to pull the trigger. What's your
Yeah,
decision?
you voted for the best man.
Well, I hope that's right. God will.
Even he agreed.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the claim.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve claims. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes without objection. Item 29, any citizen desiring to be heard.
Yeah. Oh,
Hearing none. Item 30, comments, announcements, questions by the Board of Commissioners.
I have a couple items. Number one, at the ACOG meeting yesterday, we found that our PSAP for the sheriff's office there should be, the work audit should be completed July 9th. That is still going to take a few weeks for them to get it calibrated and up to snuff. And so really it's going to come in probably latter part of July. Could be as late as August, doubt it. But that'll be a huge plus to the county, there's no question about it. So, congrats. What else? I'm colluding with Oklahoma County and with ODOT, and we are going to go after a grant called the Build Grant for the Waterloo project, and that way maybe we will not have to use our CIRB funds. It possibly would qualify as a rural, which means they would pay for 100% of that should we get it. That it'll be highly competitive, but there is an awful lot of bucks in there that President Trump was able to obtain and distribute. So I think it's like $1.2 trillion total, but half of that going to rural for big projects like Waterloo Road. So we'll see whether we can get the 80 or whether we might even be able to get the 100%. It'll be an interesting exercise. That's all I have.
One?
I haven't anything.
I just have one thing, and that is an item was brought up about a trustee's escape, and there's people who've been making assumptions and talking about things that they probably don't know a whole lot about. I would ask anybody that wants to know anything that goes on in the operation of the sheriff's office to contact the sheriff instead of making unfounded comments on social media or any other place. And with that, that's all I have. I'll entertain item 31, consideration for adjournment.
I'll make a motion with adjourn.
I'll second that.
We are adjourned.